I want to take the myth, the effort, the bloody mindfuck out of launching. Without wasting any time, let me tell you why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for three reasons. Reason number one is because I am launching a new product. Yes, and this year my intention was to not launch any new products, but I never listened to my intentions, and I decided that I need to create a new product. So I'm launching a new product, and this is the exact roadmap that I will be following to launch that new product. Reason number two that I'm doing this is because I have a proposition at the end of this broadcast where you can actually work along with me. You can watch with me as I create my new product, and I want to share that opportunity with you. And reason number three is because I want to take the myth, the effort, the bloody mindfuck out of launching that everyone is just, I have no idea why people do this, but it's like, oh my God, launches are terrible and launches are evil and they make you want to, kill yourself. That's not always true. It can be effortless, and I want to share that method with you. Okay. So let me just quickly go to share the screen so I can actually start sharing the roadmap with you, because I want to stick to that 30-minute timeline, because I promised Tara and myself that I will only do it for 30 minutes. And just in case you're wondering why I'm so chirpy, it's because I just ate after like 17 hours. So I'm like bursting with energy. I have to use this energy anywhere, somewhere, and you're lucky that I'm using it with you, on you. Okay, I'm gonna start sharing the screen. Where do I share the screen? Okay, yeah. Okay, so your first 10 sales quick start plan. Now this is especially for someone who is, when I say you're creating a new product, what I'm essentially meaning is that you are creating a new product. Either it is a new product in a new market, or it is a product that you already have, but now you're expanding into a new market. Or maybe in my case, the market is the same, but I'm bringing a new product which is not necessarily linked to my core business. Now, if you're doing any such thing, I highly recommend that you spend at least 2 weeks crafting your perception. And what does that mean? It means basically that people probably see you as someone else, right? They probably see you as the crazy cat lady, or they see you as the activist, or they see you as someone who's obsessed with glitter. Hint, I'm talking about Tara. So you have, all of us, we have certain perception on social media, like people associate us with certain things. And that perception is not, it's built automatically. It's built based on things we share and things that we stand for and things that are important to us. And people build that perception on their own. Now, I'm not against that perception. Building that perception is okay. But when you're launching something new, it is super important that you craft perception, or you craft your brand association in a more methodical manner. You do it thinking, okay, I'm doing this with the full intention of associating myself with a certain subject matter, right? So let's just say people know you as the crazy cat lady. You share pictures of kittens and everything to do with cats and all, right? So there is that perception. But now you are creating a product. Let's just say Marie and Sophie, they are in the chat box right now. So I'm just going to take an example. So for example, now you're creating a program that is all about healthy eating, right? Or how to effortless weight loss. Now you can't expect people to go from crazy cat lady to effortless weight loss just like that, right? You've created that perception over so many years and so many months, right? So now if you're coming out with a new program that's about effortless weight loss, for example, you need to spend some time crafting the new perception. So what I recommend is that you spend at least 2 weeks crafting the right perception. So effortless weight loss or life coaching or whatever you're doing, whatever your new product idea is, spend at least 2 weeks talking about that on your social media. And this could be through Facebook ads, which is obviously you can run Facebook ads. You can talk about yourself. You can talk about your ideology, what you believe in, what you stand for, why you're an expert. You can also, if you have an email list, you can start sending email lists related to that new subject matter, right? So whatever that new product idea is that you're coming out with, start sharing emails, start sharing social media posts that build anticipation and brand association. So both of these things are important. You're not only building anticipation, where literally this litmus test is that people should ask you, do you have a product on this? Where can I buy this? Where can I send you money? That is the right perception. And that is what you're doing for the next 2 weeks. So if you're launching, let's just say in July, you should be spending the first 2 weeks of June only working on crafting the right perception. Share emails, share social media posts, run ads that get people to see you in the right light and get them excited and anticipated about the new product. Does that make sense? Hello, 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 Cindy. Hi, everyone. Hey, Sophie. Thank you. Okay, so those of you who are here, I'm just going to stop here and ask you to, there are a lot of people in here. There are about 38 people who are watching me live. Come on, say hi. Don't just hide behind your Facebook profile. Give me a hi. Tell me that you're watching me and tell me that you are completely as obsessed with my braid as I am, because I am very obsessed right now with the braid. So please let me know that you are there. Give me a hi so I know that you are there watching. So back to the point, 2 weeks you're spending only on crafting the right perception. And there are so many ways you can do that. And the few examples that I'm giving here, hey, Cecile, hey, Karen. Okay, my people are here. Hey, Maddie, thank you, darling. So this is basically what you will do for the first 2 weeks. And really all you're doing is you are taking, because perception is automatic. People build a perception based on what you share, right? But we don't do a conscious effort on crafting the right perception. But in this case, you are doing a conscious effort. You're sharing articles, you're sharing content pieces, you're sharing emails, you're sharing things that get people to see you in the right brand association. They get to see you in the right light. Hey, Heidi. Hey, Marie. Hey, Kelly. Okay, very delicious. Thank you. Hey, Cynthia. Thank you, darling. Okay, so that's what you're doing for the first 2 weeks when you're coming out with a new product. Now, what you need to do towards the end of the first 2 week period, after the first 10 days, is you also need to start teasing people, right, about the product. So something as simple as doing a Facebook Live, or putting a social media post saying something like, I'll share an example of how I did that. So when I created my first product, I shared a picture on Twitter or on Facebook with a really excited face. And my face is always excited, but it was even more excited, really excited face. And I said, this uber excited face is because of a certain thing. So a tease post, right? So you've already built anticipation for like 8 to 10 days, but now you're getting people excited. You want people to ask you, what are you excited about? So you can tell them about the product. Now, the call to action at this point, no matter what anyone asks you, no matter what they say, is do not send them to the sales page. All you have to tell them at this point for the first 2 weeks is, yes, I'm coming up with something exciting. This is the wait list. This is the VIP page. Make sure there is a VIP page, because people will ask you. Do not start working on crafting perception. Do not start working on sending emails, running ads, or getting people excited about the idea or crafting the perception without having a VIP list. And there is a culprit in the chat box, my own Tara, who is doing this. She's crafting perception. She's working on her product and she's crafting perception, but she does not have the call to action. So I'm calling you out, Tara, right now. You need to put together your waitlist page, your VIP page. So when people ask you, oh my God, where can I give you money? Where can I find out about this product? You send them to the VIP list. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Come on. Hey, Amy, high five. I'm really excited to be here as well. Eating lunch and digesting your content so it goes directly in my bloodstream. Oh my God, I love you, Caroline. I love you. Okay, yes, dude, Tara, I just insulted you in public. Do whatever you want to do with me, but do it nicely. Okay, so that's the first 2 week plan. Does that make sense? Come on, tell me. Does that make sense? That crafting perception angle. Does that make sense? I think the biggest mistake that people make is that they directly jump from crazy cat lady to here's my product, buy it. But that's wrong, because if you spend only a week, 10 days or 2 weeks talking particularly about crafting perception, then you're set. Okay, am I crazy or have I seen this before? That is how what you've seen is not the first 10 sales quick start plan. You've seen the power sequence, but this one is particularly for the first 10 sales. You've seen the similar graphic in SOL, yes. Okay, then what happens? Once you do that, the next step right after that is that you spend 1 week promoting your launch trigger. Now, what is your launch trigger? So guys, this is important. If you're just going to plan to create your first product and launch it out into the world and make your first 10 sales, please don't bother with a million gazillion things. Just bother with the bare minimum that will get you those 10 sales right out the gate. The problem with most people is they spend so much time and energy fixing so many different things, moving in so many different directions, that what happens at the end is that they literally have nothing, because they spend weeks and months working on useless things, right? What do I do? Do I do a challenge? Do I do a webinar? Do I do a series of webinars? Do I do this? Do I do this? My recommendation to you is just do a webinar. Webinar works. Webinars work. That's just my really strong recommendation. Do a webinar or a Facebook Live just like this one. And basically, you just spend about a week promoting that event. Now, the term launch trigger that I use, it is a term that I use for any event that triggers your launch, that opens the cart. My strong recommendation is to make sure that it is a webinar, because it is easy to put. It is a lot. There's a lot of engagement and people enjoy it. So spend 1 week promoting the launch trigger. So now you have spent 2 weeks crafting perception. Now spend 1 week promoting the launch trigger, right? Get people excited. You can, if you have an email list, send emails to them asking people to opt into your webinar. You can also make social media posts talking about your opt-in. You can also run ads for webinar registration, but only do it 1 week before the actual webinar. Do not do it 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks, spend on crafting perception. Spend 1 week getting people to sign up for a webinar or your launch trigger event, whatever that is. Now, okay. Now, what's important is how do you get emails if you do a Facebook? How do you get emails if you do a Facebook Live webinar? So I was going to come to that, Cindy and Tara, to your question. So what I like to do is basically my top priority is to get people to get on my email list for a webinar registration. My second priority is to get them pixeled. So if someone shows up to a webinar, gives me their email and shows up to a webinar, I have their email address. But what if I don't want their email address, or I don't have the capacity for their email address, or I know that my market is not interested in signing up for webinars? Then my second priority is to get them to show up for a Facebook Live just like this one, so I can pixel them, because the longer you watch this Facebook Live, the longer I'll be able to retarget you with ads, right? So you promote it the same way. Webinars and Facebook Lives, they are not very different. The only difference is that in one case you get their email address, in the other case you get their pixel, right? So it's just one of those things. Okay. So 1 week, promote the launch trigger. And here the call to action is sign up for the launch trigger or sign up for the Facebook Live. So if you're promoting your Facebook Live, and let's just say you're using your personal email, Facebook timeline to promote it, or personal Twitter feed to promote it, just basically tell people either go and sign up for the webinar, or tell them, come join my Facebook page on this date when I am going live with this information. Now, another trick that I highly recommend people do is, if you are promoting a Facebook Live, then create a link in Add to Calendar. So there is this software called Add to Calendar. Go to addtocalendar.com and generate a link for the date and time of your Facebook Live, and tell people to click that link and add the Facebook Live to their calendar. This is a great way to make sure that they get a calendar reminder and they actually show up for Facebook Live. If you are getting them to register for a webinar, even better, because then you can send them reminder emails. If you're using a messenger bot, even better, because then you can send them messenger messages. But all of these are, again, tactical things that you can use. But 1 week spent promoting the launch trigger. After that, once they show up for the launch trigger, you pitch to them in the launch trigger. So make the pitch, tell them what you are selling to them, get them excited about it. And if they buy, great, beautiful. But if they don't buy, then you send them a replay email, plus you send them a nudge email telling them, making them excited about your offer, whatever offer that you made. Also, you will hit them with retargeted ads, right? So if they went to the sales page, or they watched your Facebook Live, or they interacted with you in any way and had the balls to not buy, you need to retarget them. God, I'm a little too loud today, no? I just realized that I'm tired. You can also start sharing nudge social media posts, right? Where you nudge them and tell them, oh, I opened the cart to this program and 5 people signed up. I only have 10 spots left. If you're interested, you can sign up, etc., etc. So that's it. Your first day in sales, if you're starting from absolute zero with nothing, with no audience, no list, nothing, all you need to do is to do this. Just use your own Facebook friends, only your Facebook timeline, or your Facebook groups that you hang out in, or your Twitter feed, or your LinkedIn feed, and just do this. Spend 2 weeks crafting perception, spend 1 week getting people to sign up for the launch trigger, and then 1 week nudging them to buy from you. That is it. That's all you need to do. Now, you may get distracted and get into a million gazillion different things that you can do, but really the idea is to just do this and you're good to go. Okay, Eviana, I just love you. I love you too. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this so I can show you my face because I put on makeup, and it doesn't make sense that I don't show you my face because come on. So Corinne, it's really simple. People who go to your sales page, they hit the sales page, but they don't hit the checkout page. That means that they are leaving without buying. But those who hit the sales page and they hit the checkout page or the thank you page, then they are buyers, right? Okay, so now I want to share this with you. So my new product that is coming out, hopefully July, definitely July, it's coming out in July. My new product is a completely new thing that I've never done before. I've never talked about this before. And I want to follow this exact process in generating, in getting my first 10 sales, hopefully more than first 10 sales. And what I'm doing is that I am going to be doing the entire process of launching this whole thing in 2 days. So it's going to happen on June 11th, 10th and 11th, June 10th and 11th, which is it 10th and 11th, Tara? Can you confirm? Look at this. Look at how classy I am. I have like nail paint on 2 fingers and the right finger. Okay, anyhow. So I'm going to be creating my product. I'm going to be creating my sales pages from scratch, my opt-in pages from scratch, my product from scratch, my presentation, my PDF, my webinar, my ads, everything from scratch. And I am planning to do it on June 10th and 11th because it's a weekend, it's Saturday and Sunday. And I have already sold 10 tickets for Sold Out Launch in a weekend, where I have 10 people who will be working alongside me on those 2 days to create their own products. So the idea is that you work with me as I create my product, you create your product with me. So we'll have a small community group, we'll have a Facebook group where I will pop in 2 times a day. I will give you instructions on what we're working on. We will work together on our things. And then the idea is to spend 10th and 11th, June 10th and 11th, and then walk away with our products and our everything basically done. So just want to show you the way this will work is that on, I will send you a little bit of a pre-work. So in pre-work, I will send you a video where I will tell you how to validate your idea, how to come up with your USP and your power positioning. And that pre-work will happen before we go live together on June 10th and 11th. So this will be one video that will go out to you, and that's all you need to do before June 10th and 11th. Once you have done that, once you have done your validation and your USP and your power positioning, you are ready to go and start working with me on your launches. So this is how it's going to work. Saturday morning, I am going to go live in the group and I will show you how to put together your sales page and your webinar registration page. So 2 things that we will cover on Saturday morning, where I will go live, I will show you, you will see me putting together my sales page and my webinar registration page. And then I will give you that template so that you can work on your sales page and webinar registration page on Saturday morning. So this is the first piece of the puzzle. Now, a lot of people will be like, why do I have to work on my sales page first? Because I always work on the sales page first. Because when you create your sales page, you want it to be the ultimate best thing that you can offer. And here in this Saturday morning agenda, what we'll do is I will tell you how to put together your sales page. And again, needless to say, my product is also an entry-level product. So it is a masterclass. It is not a super expensive multi-modular course. So the sales page will be simple, but it will convert. The webinar registration page, you will watch me put it together, and then I will give you the template and the hooks so that you can use it on your own. So what you will do on Saturday morning is you'll wake up, you will watch the video, you will work on your sales pages and webinar registration pages, and then I will be available till day end on Saturday in the group for any questions, feedback, anything that you're struggling with, because I will be working on my launch too. So this is only Saturday morning. Saturday evening, we are going to start working on your Facebook ads and your social media posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you pre-designed graphics. And I'm not a designer. I will just whip up graphics in Canva, because really the idea is to keep it simple, but to have your Facebook ads and your social media posts done. So I will share those graphics with you. I will share how I'm putting it together and the setup in Power Editor. And like I said, you will watch me as I put mine together, and I will give you instructions on how to do it for yourself. So copy the design, the templates, and the setup. These will be given to you Sunday evening, and then you will have Saturday evening, and then you will have the rest of Saturday to actually work on your own Facebook ads and social media posts. So by the time Saturday ends, you will have your sales page done, you will have your webinar registration page done, your Facebook ads done, and your social media posts done. I will give you templates for ads as well as social media posts, so it doesn't require you to kind of write everything from start, because again, the idea is to get it done as quickly as possible, and you will watch me do it for my product. And again, I will be available in the group to answer any questions for you. So we already have 10 people who have signed up for this, but I am looking to have another 5 people so that we have more engagement in the group. Next up is Sunday morning. What we do on Sunday morning is I will give you pre-designed templates for your course. This is where we will create your course. So you will watch me create my course, the one that I'm launching, and I will give you the same template that I'm using for my course, and I will show you how to fill it out, how to put together your PDF. We will do the course PDF as well as the webinar slides. So 2 types of slides. We will do your course creation and your webinar creation as well. And this template that I'm going to give you 2 templates so that you can, switch whatever suits you best. And then what you will do is Sunday morning, I will do mine. I will do the instructional video, share the instructional video with you, and then you will have the entire Sunday morning to spend working on your own courses and your own webinar slides, right? So by the time Sunday afternoon comes along, you will have your sales page done, your webinar registration, your Facebook ads, your social media posts, and your actual course PDF and your webinar slides all done. And then on Sunday evening, I am going to give you pre-written launch emails. Now, these are not templates. These are pre-written launch emails that you can then change based on whatever you want to change. And then I will show you how to customize. Now, that is the reason I want to limit it to 15 people and not do it to too many people, because these are pre-written emails that I will be using for my own launch. And I don't want everyone to be sending the same email. So this is a very, very rare opportunity, because you will be using the exact same emails that I will be using in my launch. And you will watch me customize those for my own launch and my own business so that you can do the same. So by the time Sunday evening rolls around, now you have your sales page, your webinar registration page, your ads, your social media posts, your course PDF, your webinar slides, and your launch emails. So Saturday, Sunday, 2 days, and you are done with everything that you need to do. Then all you have to do is, starting Monday, if you want to start launching your thing, you can go on and start launching your thing. For 48 hours, you will have access to me in the group. You will have access to all the trainings. And the reason I'm so comfortable giving you access to me for those 2 days is because it is Ramadan, because I'm up all night anyway, and I can afford to work in your time zones if you're in the US. Typically, 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm in bed. But right now, as Tara knows, I'm up all night and I sleep when it is your time to sleep. So our body clocks are kind of up and down. So if you guys are interested, Tara just dropped the link. Absolutely go check it out. If you're already in sold out launch, there is a discount. If you want to have access to the coupon, you can ask Tara or you can ask me. If you're already a member of Sold Out Launch, you can ask us for the coupon and you get a discount. If you are not a member of Sold Out Launch and you want access to this training, the link is here. Okay, excellent. Okay, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those questions for you. But like I said, it does not require you to go to I just want to point out something. Stop here and point out something. Tara, just in case you're wondering, we're almost done and it's still 24 minutes. I still have 6 minutes to ramble on. Dude, I finished in under 30 minutes. I can't believe this. But in that moment, I want to show you this. So this is almost as tall as my braid, but this is the amount of water that I need to drink before I go to bed. Otherwise, I will just kill myself with dehydration tomorrow. So this is there information there? Okay, so she is going to share the information. There is no sales page. Let me just remind you. Sorry. So there is no sales page for this because we've already sold 10 spots just by talking about it, right? So there is no sales page. I'm going to be doing it anyway. So it's not like, if you join, and I would love to have you guys. I think it will be amazing to have more people with lots of different varieties. I'm doing it as an experiment because I want to see if I can pull it off. But really, I don't see myself doing it on a normal day. I can't be up all night and then, in a regular day. But because it's Ramadan, I'm up all night anyway. It could work. Can you paste a link to information as streaming is bad? I am so sorry, darlings. I'm sorry. What is the date? Cindy, the date is 10th and 11th, June 10th and 11th. And the idea is really to just do it together because I want to launch my product and I want to make sure that you do it as well. And the other thing, in case you are in a different time zone, I just want to also remind you that we're going to make sure that it works for most time zones. It works for for all time zones. So the idea is to do it together in a Facebook group, a closed Facebook group with just those 10, 15 people. And then once we are done, we're going to take those live videos and put them in a members area. But right now, everything is going to be live. You will get to ask me questions in that group. You get to tag me. You get to ask me for feedback. You get to show up live if you want. If you want to watch the recording, great. But you will need to set aside those 2 days fully. So I cannot stress that enough. It's not like you can spend 2 hours or 3 hours. You need to commit to those 2 days fully. And if you can do that, the good thing is that you walk away after that weekend with your product done, with everything done. Okay. Okay, I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Cindy. Okay, Larissa, darling, Tara is going to drop the link here. And anyone who's already in Sold Out Launch, please, guys, make sure that you either ask me or ask Tara for your coupon because you get, almost $500 off. So just make sure you do that instead of, okay, excellent. I am just going to go on and finish this up. And God, I just realized I watched my face in the Facebook Live on my phone, and I just realized I've put on so much highlighter on my face. It looks like I'm sweating. I promise I'm not sweating. I just bought new highlighter. God, oh my God, it's horrid. But that's fine. Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was useful. I really would love to see you guys join me in the Sold Out Launch in a weekend because this will be really exciting. And you get to be the first one to have access to my new course. Oh, okay. So that's one thing that I forgot to mention. So the new course that I'm creating, which is still super confidential, I'm not sharing it with anyone, that is your bonus. So if you join Sold Out Launch in a weekend, the course that I'm creating, and again, it's not a fully modulated course, it is a masterclass, it is a small tiny course, but you as a bonus, you get access to that course if you join Sold Out Launch in a weekend. I cannot tell you what that course is because that is the idea for you to see and watch me work on it as I work on it together, as we work on it together. So excellent. Thank you so much, people, for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. I am so excited to have you. I will see you inside Sold Out Launch in a Weekend. If you have any questions about the first 10 sales or anything related to what we talked about today, feel free to tag me. I'm here for you. And again, a quick request: if you are watching this and you feel like this is of value and you feel like someone can benefit from it, please take a moment to share this broadcast, because that will make me really happy. Bye-bye.